These are the times of dreamy quietude, when beholding the tranquil beauty and brilliancy of the ocean's skin, one forgets the tiger heart that pants beneath it, that this velvet paw but conceals a remorseless fang, otherwise known as all-wheel drive. See for yourself at the Chrysler Summer Clearance event.
Come and test drive the new Chrysler model of your choice and get 0% financing during the Summer Clearance event going on now at Parkway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, located at 311 Commercial Parkway in Dover.
To Crater Stadium in Dover for week 2 of the high school football season, as it's time for the Dover Tornadoes to take on the Lake Blue Jays. I'm Scott Robinson along with Chuck Rest, and welcome to the McDonald's pregame show. Chuck, tonight Dover playing Lake. Both teams coming off victories last week.
Yes, they were, and both teams rich in football tradition. I think it's going to be a great matchup. You know, Lake, they're just going to pound the ball right at you. I think Dover right now is looking what's going to be best fit for them, but you know Coach Hitt's going to have something. But like I said, I just think it's going to be a tremendous football game tonight.
All right, we'll come back. We'll talk to both coaches in our contest in just a moment. So stay with us right here on the McDonald's pregame show on TV2 Sports.
Of your favorite McGriddles with the sweet maple taste baked right in.
WJER and TV2 would like to introduce you to a new website, WJERTV2.com, where you can watch exciting high school football, soccer, and volleyball replays from TV2 Sports on your home computer, smartphone, or tablet. Also watch the latest episodes of TV2's original programming, Sports Talk, The Garden Girl, The Not So Shy Chef, Off the Record, and Medical Minutes, as well as catch up on local community news and search for local businesses. So make sure to check out the new WJERTV2.com community website where everything's local.
Next.
Wait time, 55 minutes. Your call is important to us. Thank you for your patience.
In the nation, we know how it feels when you aren't treated like a priority. We do things differently.
We'll take care of it.
We put members first.
Thank you.
Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue Southeast in New Philadelphia. Looking for year-round comfort? Contact Doug or Chris at 330-308-8550 or visit online at carpentercomfort.com. Billman's Appliance Center, LLC, formerly Fouts Appliance Center, is a local family-owned business who's been serving the New Philadelphia, Ohio area for over 100 years with quality major appliances, service, and repair. Specializing in GE and Hot Point appliances, from washing machines and dryers to stoves and refrigerators, we have the household appliances you need at competitive prices, and we service what we sell with experienced technicians. Stop by our store at 510 Tuscarawas Avenue in New Philadelphia or call 330-339-6418 or 339-2241 today to learn more. Dr. Richard Burns and Dr. Nathan Springer are a dedicated team of highly qualified professionals committed to determining which treatment solution is best suited to your specific orthodontic needs. Located at 107 Ray Avenue Northeast in New Philadelphia, give them a call at 330-343-9911. At Burns and Springer, we look forward to seeing you smile. Return to the elegance of late 19th century by visiting J.E. Reeves Victorian Home and its adjoining Carriage House Museum in Dover, Ohio. Ceremonies and receptions can be held on the beautiful grounds and gardens or in the carriage house for smaller occasions. The carriage house comfortably seats 72 people and can be rented out for birthday parties and other occasions. The J.E. Reeves Victorian Home is located at 325 East Iron Avenue in Dover, Ohio. Call 330-343-7040 to schedule your special event.
And welcome back to the McDonald's pregame show with head coach Dan DeGeorge of the Lake Blue Streaks. Coach, coming back to Dover, it's been a while since the two teams have played, but it's always been a great series.
Yeah, we're real excited to be here. It's a great opportunity for us. Coach Iff does a great job. Kids play hard, and that's exactly how we're trying to build our program. A good battle tonight.
You know, you set the goal of the playoffs. Certainly this is a playoff caliber type atmosphere here tonight. It's important for both teams.
Most definitely. That's exactly what the position we want to put our kids in. Battle tested is what we want. We play in the Federal League, which is also very tough, but we want to compete and be consistent week to week, and this game will give that to us.
What do you think are a couple of keys for tonight's game?
You know, to be honest with you, the team that makes the least amount of mistakes, I think, has the best chance. They're very well coached, offensively, defensively, special teams, so protecting the football, winning the turnover battle, I think whoever does that has the best chance of winning.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Head coach Dan DeGeorge of the Lake Blue Streaks. We'll come back and talk with Dover head coach Dan Ift in a moment here on the McDonald's pregame show on TV2 Sports.
Omni Orthopedics comprehensive programs provide early diagnosis and successful treatment for every musculoskeletal problem. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. From evaluation to rehabilitation, your treatment plan is designed around your needs. Omni Orthopedics specializes in sports medicine, the spine, physical medicine and rehabilitation, foot and ankle, and hand surgery. If pain makes activities like climbing stairs, standing or walking a challenge, turn to the home team at Omni Orthopedics. Their mission is to provide you with the highest quality and most advanced orthopedic services so you can get back in the game. Located in the Oxford Medical Arts Building, Omni offers a full-service facility including digital x-ray and physical therapy. So there's no need to travel when quality care is so close to home. Omni Orthopedics, setting the standard in orthopedic care.
Are you recovering from orthopedic surgery, experiencing low back pain, or pain resulting from an injury? If so, choose Trinity Hospital Twin Cities Rehab Center. Their experienced team of physical therapists provide personalized care to help you return to normal activities as soon as possible. Choose the Trinity Hospital Twin City Rehab Center at Denison. Call 740-922-6675 for more information.
As a parent, we always want what's best for our child. In the case of one child, it may be going off to college. In another case, staying home and going to college. And yet, in other cases, it could be going right into the workforce. But how will they have the skills to do that? Buckeye Career Center has been the answer for one of our daughters. She's learning to do things with her hands that are going to be very valuable for her in the workplace. And we're excited we have Buckeye to thank for that.
Adults who return to Buckeye Career Center to continue their education usually have one goal in mind. They want the opportunity for a better job. The fact is, adult education programs at Buckeye Career Center are less expensive and provide greater opportunities for job placement following graduation. It's your future. Get the facts. Buckeye Career Center. We put people to work. Find out more about your future at buckeyecareercenter.org.
After the Dover Tornadoes, coach, coming off a good week last week against Cleveland Central Catholic.
It was, but the opponent tonight is quite a bit different. Not that Cleveland Central wasn't a good team, but this team is better.
How important was it for you to start last week?
Well, it's very important. We got a young team, built some confidence, got them prepared for this evening's battle. I think it was real important.
You know, offensively, it looks like you've got a couple of gears you can go to. You got a rushing attack and a passing attack.
Yeah, it was the first time we've done that in a while, but we're trying to play to the strengths of our kids. And Braden's got a real knack for running that read, zone read, and a veer read offense. And then a really nice job with the 5 wide. So we're trying to incorporate both of those and try to put the ball in the end zone. That's all we're trying to do.
Lake Blue Streaks, they muscle the ball down the field a little bit. How much does that concern you?
A lot. They're big. They're strong. They're typical Lake football. They haven't changed in a long time, and it's been successful. a few more formations than they've done in the past. Got a little bit more speed maybe in the past in a couple positions, but very physical football team, like to toss the ball, run counter, gap off. The whole, plethora of power football.
All right, good luck tonight.
Thank you, Scott.
Head coach Dan If to the Dover Tornadoes. That's been the McDonald's pregame show. Stay tuned for our Domino's Pizza kickoff in a moment right here on TV2 Sports.
WJER and TV2 would like to introduce you to a new website, WJERTV2.com, where you can watch exciting high school football, soccer, and volleyball replays. TV2 Sports on your home computer, smartphone, or tablet. Also watch the latest episodes of TV2's original programming, Sports Talk, The Garden Girl, The Not So Shy Chef, Off the Record, and Medical Minutes, as well as catch up on local community news and search for local businesses. So make sure to check out the new WJERTV2.com community website where everything's local.
Century National Bank is proud to bring you the quarter recap on TV2 Sports.
The students, staff, and families involved in these games know the importance of commitment and working together to achieve a goal.
Century National Bank enjoys supporting our hometown organizations because we share those same values.
Over many generations, our local bankers have earned a reputation for responsibility and trustworthy guidance.
We invite you to count on us. Visit us soon at our new location, 1255 Monroe Avenue, New Philadelphia, or give us a call at 330-681-7000.
We hope to see you soon and enjoy the game.
Hi, I'm Elaine Miller with Naturally Green Cleaning Service. My company serves both commercial and residential clients. We do general cleaning, spring and fall, empty homes to get them move-in ready, and final cleans for new construction. We use eco-friendly cleaning products that leave your home or office fresh, clean, and safe for you, your family, pets, or coworkers. Our focus at Naturally Green is to provide excellent customer service paired with outstanding work to build a relationship of trust with you, our clients. Having served the area 4+ years, we have had many referrals and testimonials that you can access on our website at www.naturallygreencs.com. Our work sells itself, therefore we have never had any contracts even with our largest commercial accounts. Call us today for your free quote and see what makes our company stand out.
And welcome back to Crater Stadium in Dover as we get ready for our ball game in week 2 of the high school football season between the Dover Tornadoes and the Lake Blue Streaks. Scott Robinson and Chuck Rest with you from high atop Crater Stadium. It's time now for our keys to the game, brought to you by the Parkway Auto Superstore. They're located at 855 Commercial Parkway in Dover. Find the keys to your next vehicle at the Parkway Auto Superstore, one of the premier car dealers in the Tuscarawas Valley. And Chuck, as you look at the game tonight, contrasting styles a little bit. Dover's got a 2-quarterback offense. Lake is going to run the football.
Yes, I think Lake's success is going to be early, pounding the football at them, and then that way it's going to open things up because I know that Lake would like to put the ball in the air a little bit more than they have been, so that's going to be key for them. Key for Dover is going to be just keeping Lake's defense, who is, relatively always solid. They got to keep them off balance.
Those are our keys to the game, brought to you by the Parkway Auto Superstore, located at 855 Commercial Parkway in Dover. Find the keys to your next vehicle at Parkway Auto Superstore, one of the premier car dealers in the Tuscarawas Valley. Our injury report brought to you by Omni Orthopedics. If you've been sidelined with an injury, get back into the game with a home team at Omni Orthopedics. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. Well, the injury bug managed to evade the Dover Tornadoes during week 1, so they are healthy, they are ready to go, and what should be a very good ball game that's been part of a very competitive series. Although it hasn't been played in about 10 years or so, it always has been a great ball game, both home and away, for these two teams. That's our injury report, brought to you by Omni Orthopedics. If you've been sidelined with an injury, get back into the game with the home team at Omni Orthopedics. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. Let's take a look at our starting lineup tonight, brought to you by your local nationwide insurance agents. Don Kemp, located at 2146 East High Avenue in New Philadelphia, and Doug Sofer, located at 435 West High Avenue, also in New Philly. If you're looking for home, car, health, or life insurance, give Don a call at 330-339-4211, or you can call Doug at 330-339-4700. Let's take a look at the Dover Tornadoes offense to start it out. And Braden Ubel had a great week last week, ran for 83 yards, threw a touchdown pass. In the backfield, Dre Hess. You'll also see Drew Nolan there as well. Along the line, Parker Zumbar, Kyler Dickey, Taylor Heide, Ben Hammonds, Zach Yaki, and then the wideouts, you'll see a number of people, DeAndre Clark, Jared Torch, Caden Folkert, and McGuire Morris, who had 3 catches last week for 83 yards and a touchdown. Defensively for the Tornadoes, a solid group. Seiko Amani doing a nice job along the line, along with Connor Brogan and Jason Conant, Lucas Shadrew, Drew Nolan, Jalen Woods, and Joe House, along with Josh Arkinol at the linebacker spots. Then you've got DeAndre Clark, Peyton Coyne, and Dre Hess in the defensive backfield for the Tornadoes. That has been our starting lineup, brought to you by your local nationwide insurance agents. Don Kemp, located at 2146 East High Avenue in New Philadelphia, and Doug Sofer, located at 435 West High Avenue, also in New Philly. As we take a look at the Lake Blue Streaks, they're coming off a win last week against Akron Garfield, 41-28. They have 18 lettermen returning, and interestingly enough, the series between Lake and Dover is tied at 3-3, with each team defending their home field. The offense for the Blue Streaks, led by Joel Francis and Sean Baker. They ran combined for about 195 yards last week on 28 carries. Joel returned a punt return for a touchdown from 53 yards out. Solid defensively with Clay Shreve at the middle linebacker spot. For the Dover Tornadoes, they were led last week. Braden Ubel, 13 carries for 83 yards and a touchdown. Drew Nolan, 7 carries for 35 yards and 2 scores. Cooper Smith came off the bench, 6 of 7 for 132 yards passing and a touchdown. Braden Ubel, 2 of 2 for 35 yards and a score. McGuire Morris, as we mentioned, 3 catches, averaging about 20 yards a catch and a touchdown. It is time now for the National Anthem, brought to you by Jill Barker, OD, a local family optometry practice with offices in Dover and Cadiz. Dr. Barker takes great pride in the individual care and attention provided to all of her patients. For quality eye care and a great-looking pair of glasses, please contact Jill Barker at 330-343-6941 in Dover or 740-942-4433 in Cadiz. Down to the field for our National Anthem. Our National Anthem, brought to you by Jill Barker, OD, a local family optometry practice with offices in Dover and Cadiz. Thanks for choosing Dr. Jill Barker as the Times Reporter Reader's Choice for Favorite Eye Doctor in 2014. We'll come back with our Domino's Pizza kickoff in just a few moments, so stay with us for exciting high school football action right here on TV2 Sports.
Students choose Kent State University at Tuscarawas because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's and associate degrees will prepare you for careers including nursing, computer animation, or veterinary technology. Kent State Tuscarawas offers a dynamic campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call or visit us online to register for classes and find out more about Kent State Tuscarawas.
What do you call 2 Big Mac sandwiches, 2 cheeseburgers, 4 world-famous fries, and a 10-piece tender, juicy Chicken McNuggets? We call it the Mickey D's Dinner Box. You can call it Family Dinner-tastic.
Omni Orthopedics comprehensive programs provide early diagnosis and successful treatment for every musculoskeletal problem. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. From evaluation to rehabilitation, your treatment plan is designed around your needs. Omni Orthopedics specializes in sports medicine, the spine, physical medicine and rehabilitation, foot and ankle, and hand surgery. If pain makes activities like climbing stairs, standing or walking a challenge, turn to the home team at Omni Orthopedics. Their mission is to provide you with the highest quality and most advanced orthopedic services so you can get back in the game. Located in the Oxford Medical Arts Building, Omni offers a full-service facility including digital x-ray and physical therapy. So there's no need to travel when quality care is so close to home. Omni Orthopedics, setting the standard in orthopedic care.
Yeah, we're about ready to go with week 2 of the high school football season. Our opening kickoff is brought to you by Domino's, located at 88 East Iron Avenue in Dover. Enjoy some pizza during the game and call 330-343-4434 for fast delivery, or order online at www.pizza.domino's.com. Gilder will kick it away for the Tornadoes. Back deep, Jacob Myers and also Zach Sturmey. It's going to be Sturmey at the 5. Follows his wedge at right up the middle, the 15 to the 20, the 25 out to the 27, maybe the 28-yard line, where the Lake Blue Streaks will have it first down and 10. Lake led by number 13, Adam Leonte, at the quarterback spot. And again, Drew Nolan in there on the stop for the Tornadoes. First down and 10. As Lake comes out in the pistol formation. Now they switch it up. Joel Francis now lined up at the tailback spot. He'll take the pitch. Some good blocking up front, but not much there as he make it back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Good job by the Dover defensive line right there, Scott, to just read right down the line of scrimmage. And when he cut back, they were able to stop him for not much gain at all.
Second down and 9 after the gain of 1. Motion, they'll come to the outside. Pass caught there by Dominic Sistone. And a gain out to the 37-yard line. That'll be a gain of 8.
Nice little wide receiver screen right there to get the passing game moving for the Blue Streaks.
It'll be third down and 1 for the Blue Streaks here. Just underway first quarter, 11 minutes to go. Ball at their own 37-yard line. Out of the I formation. Leonte the handoff straight ahead. And the Blue Streaks will have the first down at the 39-yard line. Nice run there by Francis as he'll pick up a couple.
You know, that's what Dover's going to have to do, I think, tonight is, you know, they're going to have to put them in 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 situations, because when you're in a 3rd and 1 with Lake 3rd and 2, you know, they're just going to line up in that I formation and pound it right at you.
Yeah, they need to force Lake really to throw the football.
Yes, no, I don't think there's any question about that, you know, and Lake's one of those teams that I'll get back to it here in a second.
3 wide out set, the handoff up the middle to Clay Shreve, and he just picks his way off right tackle to the 45-yard line. A nice gain of about 6.
getting back to Lake's offense, you know, it's just one of those teams that they're just studied. They're very good at what they do, and they don't care if they pick up 1 or 2 yards, you know, because the next one they're going to pick up 6 or 8.
Well, when Jay Yonders and I did the game last week, it's certainly when Dover has its turn offensively, they basically have 2 gears. They have a running offense and they've got a passing offense. And certainly they can pick and choose which they'd like to use. And this time to the outside, Francis. Nice move. Jukes down to the midfield stripe, and he'll have another first down. So right now, the Dover defense is being tested.
And I think that's something the Lake has always wanted to do, is they're going to establish the run on you. I know, like I said early, that, you know, they would like to throw the football, be a little bit more versatile, but they've always been a 75-25 at best run-to-pass ratio.
Dan DeGeorge has been there a couple of years now, and certainly he has implemented a few things. This time straight ahead as Joel Francis again getting a steady dose of him that time. Got a yard or so as Joe House makes the stop for the Tornadoes. 2nd down and 9 so far. It's been a lot of the pound on the ground attack by the Blue Streaks.
I think they're just trying to set a precedence right here that, hey, we can run the football.
Leonte under center, and we get some movement along the line. That'll cost him 5.
Now Dover's in a situation here that they're going to have to, make a big play, make a short yardage gain for Lake on this one, and then put Lake in that 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, Dover's linebackers have really been pretty steady. Lucas Shadrew, Jalen Woods, and also Drew Nolan have really played well. And they're going to be tested if they try to continue to go up the middle. 2nd down and 14 here, as Jacob Myers and Dylan Perrin wide to the left side. Leonte running to the outside, and he is going to get pushed out of bounds in front of the Lake bench right about the 47-yard line. Maybe we'll call it the 48. Gain of a couple, and Chuck, this is exactly what you just talked about. Dover forcing Lake into a 3rd and long.
Yeah, I mean, you're into a situation, and I know I preached on it, but Lake's bread and butter is running the football. You know, you want to put them in that passing, that passing series where they've got to throw it, and look for possibly a screen here, something like that, that's going to pick them up some good yardage if they're not going to take a shot down the field with it.
Trips left for Lake. Leonte looking. Down the middle, it's nearly intercepted by the Tornadoes at the 32-yard line. As McGuire Morris had a chance at it. That'll bring up 4th down for Lake, and they will have to kick the football away. Good job there, right there by Troy Smith also to break that pass up a little bit. He was right on it as a defender. So right there's what Dover needed. They gave, they bent a little bit, gave him a couple first downs, but got him in a situation where they got a punt. Sean Baker to punt. DeAndre Clark and McGuire Morris back for the Dover Tornadoes to receive the kick. Good snap and a nice kick by Baker. Morris is going to take it at his own 10. He's tripped up right there. And not very good field position here as the Tornadoes begin their first drive.
No, but that was a pretty good job by Morris right there, catching that ball even though he did go down, because if he'd have let that go, if it didn't go in the end zone, that would have really put Dover back in a situation.
So the Dover Tornadoes come out with Braden Ubel at quarterback. And he showed that he can pass when he needs to, but he likes to tuck it and run when he gets a chance as well.
And that's something that Dover's always had quarterbacks that could run the football, but they were pass first. So, with Ubel, I think he'd be just as willing to run it.
And we're going to get a penalty here on the Tornadoes. That's going to back him up. Drew Nolan is the running back in the backfield with Ubel. And that puts him back at the 6-yard line. So now the Tornadoes 94 yards from pay dirt. They need to pick up a couple of first downs here to get out of trouble. It's 1st and 15. Jubel tucks it, runs. Might have gotten maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 14.
That's something you see, you know, when you talk about Lake, you talk about a solid, you know, 50 defense that they play right up there, and they play the line of scrimmage, and they're as good as assignment defense that you'll see. I see now they're in that 4-3.
So on 2nd down, Jubel with Nolan behind him in the backfield. Tornadoes with 4 wideouts. Jubel drops into his own end zone, looks to run. He's to the 10 and out to the 15-yard line. So a nice gain, got him out of trouble and picked up 9. So it'll be 3rd down and 6. So a manageable down here for the Tornadoes as they look to the sideline to get the call based on the defense of the Blue Streaks. 6.5 minutes to go here, first quarter. Dover's kept it on the ground, trying to get out of some really bad field position. And now a 5-yard penalty against the Tornadoes.
Well, this is pretty much, they're kicking themselves in the foot right now with these penalties, and that's something that, again, you know, you don't want to do against the Lake defense.
So on 3rd down and 11. Now you force Dover into an uncomfortable situation deep in their own territory from their own 10-yard line. Cooper Smith in. Goes to the outside. It was deflected and nearly intercepted out at the 19-yard line. So now the Tornadoes, with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter, are going to have to kick it away. And the Lake Blue Streaks flip-flop field position.
Yeah, that should be a win for the Blue Streaks right now on these 2 series for each one.
So Daniel Van Gilder will punt from near his own end zone line, as Jacob Myers back at about his own 46-yard line. Good snap. Kick is away, and it's a beauty by Van Gilder, taking it the 50-yard line with a fair catch, and good field position for the Lake Blue Streaks.
You know, not making any excuses for Dover or anything like that on this situation, but, you know, and you didn't talk much about it yet, but Dover's very young, especially offensively. You know, they're starting, I think, one senior on the offensive line, and how long's it been since they've done that? So, you know, you get in a situation against a good team like Lake, those little mistakes may cost you down the road.
So for Lake, it is 1st down and 10 in Dover territory at the 49-yard line. Tornadoes, again, going to have to defend a short field, as Joel Francis has been the workhorse for the Blue Streaks here in this first quarter of action. The carry to the Dover 42-yard line. This game really, over the years, has just been really competitive and very entertaining for both teams in both schools. It's been very evenly matched over the years.
Thank you to the Ohio Heritage Bank.
Dover jams the line of scrimmage. Brogan chasing. Good job by the Tornadoes to string out the play as a short gain.
Joel Francis on the carry.
As Francis again on the carry. So it'll be 3rd down and about 4. You know, this is one of those plays that you think that they'll probably run the football again.
Yep.
But there again, they might, with 3 wideouts in the game, they can always pop a pass over the middle. Instead, it'll be Leonte taking himself, has a First down and more. Slips to the outside at the 30. Gets by another tackler down to the 25-yard line.
Well, that was just a little bit of a quarterback counter on that play, and Dover was coming this way because they saw the jet sweep action, and he was able to counter it back for a big gain and a first down.
18-yard gain puts the ball at the 25-yard line of the Tornadoes. Dover with their backs against it right now, and a little bit back on their heels, actually. First down and 10 for Lake out of the I formation. A handoff straight ahead to Francis. Stays on his feet. Nice gain of 8.
Oh, you saw right there, Dover brought both inside linebackers into the gaps, and Lake picked them up, and nice easy 8-yard gain for the Blue Streaks.
So second down and about 2 here. As Francis goes out, getting a breather. That'll bring in Sean Baker at the tailback spot. They hand off to the first man through, which was Clay Shreve.
Yeah, as a fullback, he's got to be a handful to bring down, too, with his size.
Why is it so often that you see fullbacks play middle linebacker as well? I mean, that's I mean that's the way it is.
That's just the mentality, I think, of football coaches and the game of football.
You see that just almost on a weekly basis.
He doesn't get the ball very much, so when he does, he's kind of mad, I think, so it makes him run a little bit better.
Third down and 1 at the Dover 16. The pitch to Baker, and he is going to have the first down at the 13-yard line.
Lake doing a nice job right here, just mixing up their plays a little bit. They're still in the I formation. They're just going to power it right at you. And I think right now Lake's coaching staff has said, hey, if they can't stop us, let's just run it.
So it'll be first down and 10 from the 13-yard line for the Lake Blue Streaks. Scott Robinson and Chuck Rest with you. 3 minutes to go here. First quarter, no score, but Lake on the move. And a broken play that's going to cost Lake 5 yards here. So a little bit of a break for the Tornadoes.
Everybody but the center was ready to move. So again, you know, it's going to help the Tornadoes out here if they can keep Lake in a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 situation.
Tonight's winning gate ball number 088027. Again, 088027.
2:40 to go here in the first quarter of action. 1st and 15 from the 18-yard line for Lake. In motion is Myers. Leonte looks to the left side. It's got a man there. Caught. And close to the first down. The catch made there by Dylan Perrin. So the Tornadoes need to tighten it up here as Lake inside of the 5.
Yeah, right in that area. So, you know, they can even pick up a first down right on the 5-yard line. They can still pick up a first down without having to score here with 3rd down. Or is that 2nd down?
It should be 2nd down, yeah. And about 3 maybe or less.
There's their power eye. They're setting up right now, so you know what's going to happen. And the ball's on the ground.
Loose, and Leonte able to cover it. They'll lose a couple there.
I think the quarterback pulled out just a split second too much, and the ball ended up on the ground.
Loss of 3 on the play. So that'll bring up 3rd down. And about 4. They can make a first down without scoring. Tornadoes do a heck of a job here if they can hold them to maybe a field goal try. Leonte looking to pass. Got a man in the corner of the end zone and overthrown. As that pass intended out there for Ty Cairns.
Good job there by Peyton Coyne to he was pretty much beating that corner and was able to recover on that to hold them out of the end zone. So 4th down, like you said, this has got to be a victory for the Tornadoes if they can hold them to a field goal.
Austin Cold Snow on to try the field goal attempt. It will be a 25-yarder. Don't see too many of these in high school action. It'll be from 25 yards out. Low snap. Nice job by the holder. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Lake Blue Streaks take the lead 3-0 over the Dover Tornadoes with 1:15 left here in the first quarter. Nice drive there by the Lake Blue Streaks. They capitalized on Dover's inability really to move the football.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great job. I mean, you know, Lake had great field position to start outside, you know, on Dover's side, moved the ball down the field, and ended up, again, like we talked a little bit earlier, that, you know, that's what you want to do is make Lake throw the football because they're just a little bit out of their comfort zone doing that, and they ended up doing it and held them to a field goal. I think Dover's just got to now get into some sort of rhythm here, you know, offensively, and again, you know, they can't make mistakes.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how they use their 2 quarterbacks here. I guess it's really, if they get a little better field position, I assume they'll bring in Braden Ubel. You know, maybe they'll try Smith. You know, it's hard to say.
You know, you were saying you got a passing quarterback and pretty much a running quarterback, but Ubel can, you know, he's adequate at throwing the ball too. So I think a lot of times it depends a lot on field position.
So Morris and Clark back deep. It'll be Morris at the 15, the 20, the 25, and he is taken down right about the 27-yard line. The Tornadoes have some ground to make up. They trail 3-0. Minute 11 to go here in the first quarter. Scott Robinson and Chuck Rest with you. Jay Yonder's on stats for us tonight.
Well, second series for the Tornadoes here now in the first quarter. So see what they've got. You know, a little better field position they had the first series.
Ubel's going to take the snap out of the shotgun. Looks to the side. And the Tornadoes a little confused. They're going to take a timeout. Didn't like the setup they were in, and that can happen, and that's exactly what the Tornadoes decided, that they weren't ready for that particular play.
A little bit different defensive look for the Blue Streaks that way as they brought 5 up and looked like they were going to break somebody off the corner. So, you know, maybe they just didn't have the right offensive play call.
Our game tonight brought to you by Keister Implement, located at 2239 West State Street in Midvale. Keister Implement, your local John Deere dealer. Also helping bring you this broadcast tonight is Billman Appliance, formerly Fouts Appliance, located at 510 Tuscarawas Avenue Northwest in New Philadelphia, where only the name has changed. And our thanks also go out to Dr. Richard Burns and Dr. Nathan Springer. Their dedicated team of highly qualified professionals is committed to determining which treatment solution is best suited for your specific orthodontic needs. You can call them at 330-343-9911. First down and 10 for the Tornadoes at the 26-yard line. Ubel rolling to the right, being pressured from the backside, gets the pass away. It's deflected. Nice play there by Alex Mazel. And it'll be second down and 10. Tornadoes that time rolled Ubel out, thought they might find something in the flat there, and a nice play by Lake. Second down and 10. As the Tornadoes again this time look to the side to come up with the play. Down to 1 second on the play clock. They get it away. Ubel across the middle. It's caught. And Jared Torch will make the catch at the 29-yard line. So gain of 3. It'll be third down and 7.
And I'm sure Lake's very comfortable just giving up a 3-yard pass play and making a tackle.
No question about it. As Tornadoes in a trips right formation, Torch, Morris, and Clark to the right, Hess and Folkert to the left on 3rd down and 7. Ubel dropping straight back, looks down the middle, has got a man there, but it's intercepted and then dropped. Ball still loose, and they're going to call it incomplete.
Boy, was that right in his hands right there, which will really put Lake in great field position, but I think he wanted to take off running with it before he had her in the breadbasket. So another break for the Tornadoes right there, where they can now punt the football.
You know, as Coach Dan F said in our pregame show, you know, we certainly enjoyed the win last week, but this is a different level tonight.
Yes, yes, much different. Much different.
Daniel Van Gelder in to punt for the Tornadoes with 20 seconds to go here in the quarter. Another nice kick, a fair catch by Lake at about the 32-yard line. So that is where they'll begin this possession. Thanks to our good friends at Kent State University Tuscarawas for their sponsorship of our scoreboard this season. Certainly glad to have them on board here with TV2 Sports.
Well, we've got about 13 seconds here to go in the first quarter, but relatively a well-played first quarter and pretty entertaining.
Yeah, it's been a good game. The score doesn't indicate how good a game it's actually been. You know, these are the types of games you hope for,
right?
Rather than the 65-0 blowouts. These are the ones you want to see and the ones the fans want to watch. Straight ahead, ball's loose. A big pile. Looked like the Tornadoes might have been there close, but the Blue Streaks hang on to
I think
it.
they had one Blue Streak there that might have got the ball first. So
when you don't see a lot of jumping going down,
right,
you can figure that the Blue Streaks got it back.
Oh
no, they are going to give it to the Tornadoes.
Now you see that jumping up and down.
Yeah, now we see the jumping up and down. So with 2 seconds to go here in the quarter, the Tornadoes
big break
recover
right there.
the fumble from Sean Baker.
Big break. I mean, that was a nice run for him, and somebody just popped that ball out with a shoulder pad or helmet, and Tornadoes were very opportunistic right there.
So this will likely be the last play of the first quarter.
But these are these situations here in a ball game, like you said, as big as it is with two good football teams. These are the mistakes that you have to capitalize on.
Nolan offset to the right, and again, another 5-yard penalty against the Tornadoes. And they are just absolutely completely out of sync tonight, where last week they had very few penalties.
Yep. Well, like you just mentioned, a whole different opponent this week, and
yeah, the expectations are ramped up a little bit, and you got to be on your game.
And then you're playing like I said, a pretty solid defensive unit, and you got to get to that block and sustain it. So you want to maybe get a little step quicker.
1st and 15. Cooper Smith warming up on the sidelines for the Tornadoes, so we may see him in a series or two. Ubel's going to take it himself. Stutter step, makes a nice move down to the 31-yard line. A gain of 8, and that's going to bring the first quarter to a close, with Lake leading the Dover Tornadoes 3-0. We'll come back with second quarter action in a moment. Stay with us right here on TV2 Sports.
Hi, I'm Elaine Miller with Naturally Green Cleaning Service. My company serves both commercial and residential clients. We do general cleaning, spring and fall, empty homes to get them move-in ready, and final cleans for new construction. We use eco-friendly cleaning products that leave your home or office fresh, clean, and safe for you, your family, pets, or coworkers. Our focus at Naturally Green is to provide excellent customer service paired with outstanding work to build a relationship of trust with you, our clients. Having served the area 4+ years, we have had many referrals and testimonials that you can access on our website at www.naturallygreencs.com. Our work sells itself, therefore we have never had any contracts even with our largest commercial accounts. Call us today for your free quote and see what makes our company stand out.
Are you recovering from orthopedic surgery, experiencing low back pain, or pain resulting from an injury? If so, choose Trinity Hospital Twin Cities Rehab Center. Their experienced team of physical therapists provide personalized care to help you return to normal activities as soon as possible. Choose the Trinity Hospital Twin City Rehab Center at Denison. Call 740-922-6675 for more information.
My name is Danielle. I'm a 2000 graduate from Buckeye Career Center Health Occupation Program, which helped me get my job here at Union Hospital on the pediatric floor as a registered nurse.
We are Buckeye Career Center graduates.
Buckeye Career Center helped my family get the training and education they needed to start our careers.
We're Buckeye Career Center graduates.
I'm Rod. Upon graduation at Buckeye Career Center, they helped me find a job.
Adults who return to Buckeye Career Center to continue their education usually have one goal in mind. They want the opportunity for a better job. The fact is, adult education programs at Buckeye Career Center are less expensive and provide greater opportunities for job placement following graduation. It's your future. Get the facts. Buckeye Career Center. We put people to work. Find out more about your future at buckeyecareercenter.org.
And we're back as it's time now for the first quarter recap brought to you by Century National Bank. Visit Marty Merryman or Sue Edwards at their new office on Monroe Avenue in New Philadelphia. You can visit or call them today at 330-681-7000. And the first quarter recap, pretty simple. Lake pretty much dominating. The only points on the board, though, a 25-yard field goal by Austin Coldsnow of Lake. And that's where we stand as we begin this second quarter. The first quarter recap brought to you by Century National Bank. Visit or call them today at 330-681-7000. The Dover Tornadoes at their 31-yard line of the Blue Streaks. Second down and 6. Nolan in the backfield to the left of Ubel. The handoff to Dre Hess. Hess comes to the sideline and puts his head down. Might have gained 3 to the 28, and it'll be third down and 3.
Alex Mazel on the tackle.
Again, Alex Mazel on another tackle for the Lake Blue Streaks. And
3rd and 4 for Dover.
The Blue Streaks doing a nice job defending the Tornadoes right at this point. Nolan now set up directly behind Ubel here on 3rd down and 4. Just underway, second quarter. Coming up at halftime, we'll have our Bell Stores halftime report. Also take a look at our Vasco Group halftime adjustments. Ubel looks to throw to the outside. Intercepted by Lake. As it's Justin Lane with the interception. So that, here as we get another look here.
Well, I just think when he came, he rolled this way just and stepped up, but he didn't put any zip on the football right there, and just threw it right basically in the hands of the Lake defender. As he did play it pretty well. Ubel's just got to get up in there and step and put some zip on the football.
You know, that's a situation where they had flirted with that once before, and Lake dropped the interception.
Right.
This time they held on. First down and 10 for Lake. The handoff to Baker. Over the right side, a gain out to the 26-yard line.
Sean Baker on the carry.
You know, and the opportunities that like that right there that Lake gives you when you recover a fumble and take it down, pick up a few first downs, you've got to be able to get that ball in the end zone one way or the other because they're going to keep pounding the football at you. Get a little tired in the second half.
The Lake line large at 225, 220, 195, 216, and 300. As pass incomplete to the far side of the field. So it'll be third down. Clock stopped, 10:29 to go, second quarter. Both teams have had some chances, and Lake so far the only one to convert.
Right. I mean, you know, both offenses have made a few mistakes, but like you said, Lake's defense is just one up on the Tornadoes right now.
Third down and 5 for Lake from their own 26-yard line. Tornadoes could get some pretty decent field position if they can hang on here. Leonte rolling to his left. Linebacker shot at him, and they get him down back at the 17-yard line. Looks like it's Jalen Woods.
Jalen Woods brought him down, but I'll tell you what, Joseph House kind of blew the play up when he split two Lake defenders and went in there and made it. You could see right here, there's the main play right there. I believe that was him, and then did a nice job by Woods to get off his block and make the tackle. So nice defensive play by the Tornadoes, which should give them decent field position.
So Baker to punt for Lake. Morris and Clark standing back around their own 45-yard line. And that'll back them up 5 more. And I'm really surprised, Chucky. You know, last week I expected we'd see a lot of penalties, and we did this week, where you think they have a lot of the timing ironed out. It's become a little more troublesome for both teams.
It has been, and you're right. You know, you feel those penalties in the first game and thinking that you're going to get out of that mode and you'll be good in the second week of the season. But you know, so far both teams get the jitters a little bit.
So Baker's punt will be relatively short at the 45-yard line. Morris has got it to the 40, to the 35, and that's where the Tornadoes will have a short field to start this drive.
And here you go right here, another you know, decent opportunity for the Tornadoes. They just got to make something happen. Now it'll be interesting to see if the Tornadoes switch quarterbacks.
Well, they have. Cooper Smith is out there, so you're going to see a very entertaining young man, very young at a sophomore. Showed some real moxie last week against Cleveland Central Catholic. Let's see what he can do here with it first down and 10 at the 35-yard line of Lake.
You can see right now that they spread him out and let him back there all by his lonesome to begin with.
Yeah, they saw last week that he did have trouble with pressure, so we'll see if they bring everybody all at once, and they do. Smith in trouble. That's the one phase of the game I thought maybe that he will learn is to get rid of the football.
Right, and that's something you have to do, even if you have to throw it away instead of taking a, 10, 12-yard loss. But, like you said, he's a sophomore, he's learning, and that might be the few bumps in the road, but there could be that situation. Lake sees that right now, so when they see him in the, when they see him at quarterback, they're bringing 7.
So it'll be second down and 22. Lake showing the same defensive formation. There's nobody in the backfield to help him. I mean, he's by himself.
Right.
If it doesn't go well up front, he's got trouble. Smith dropping back. Pass would have worked. The play was set up for Clark, and it was incomplete. It'll be third down and 22.
Oh, he just threw it a little bit in front of him and a little high right now. But again, talk about jitters. You got to be thinking that he's got a few right now too.
Well, the one thing that we noticed last week was the shorter passes gave him maybe a little more trouble, at least starting out. And the deep ball, man, he put it on the money. And let's see what he can do here on third down and 22. If he's got enough time, he can get it done. Down the middle, this one's going to be short and nearly intercepted.
I mean, when you look at the finger pointing on that one, did the receiver run the wrong route, or did the quarterback not figure out what the receiver was going to do right there? So, but again, that's something you got to look at and something you got to work on. But we've just looked at the last 2 offensive series for Dover, and they've come up with nothing. Let's hope that's not going to hurt them in the long run.
8:28 to play here in the second quarter. Dover will punt. Van Gilder on. Jacob Myers back deep for Lake. And this one a little bit off the side of his foot. See if they can get a roll out of it. They got a nice bounce. And it will be down to about the 20 to 21-yard line in that vicinity where Lake will take it over. Coming up at halftime, we'll have our Bell Stores halftime report and our Vasco Group halftime adjustment. Again, our thanks to the many fine sponsors, including the Buckeye Career Center. If you're an adult looking for a new career or a high school student looking for ideas on how to start yours, check out Buckeye Career Center They're in the business of preparing you for the fastest growing segments of today's job markets. You can check them out at www.buckeyecareercenter.org. 1st and 10, Lake. Leonte's going to take it himself right up the middle across the 30 out to the 32-yard line. Woods is there along with Joe House.
Now they fake that jet sweep right there, you can see, and they just kind of lead up the with the running back and bring the quarterback right behind him, and that's a tough play to stop right there if one of your linebackers get blocked.
Well, you know, one of the things that we're seeing, you know, on the bench right now, Dan F. sitting among his offensive linemen, having a discussion about some things they might want to try to protect Cooper Smith, and for that matter, Braden Ubel. Straight ahead of first down for the Lake Blue Streaks at the 38-yard line. Dover has got to figure out how they can take 5 guys and block 7 at least long enough, to give Cooper Smith some time to throw the football.
Well, you can see, you know, Lake's defense right here. They're just pretty much playing a man on defense and sending 6 guys at him, and Dover's trying to block him with 5. And like you said, he's going to have to start. Somebody, one of the quarterbacks, is going to have to start hitting some short passes and giving them 5- and 6-yard gains.
The handoff to Clay Shreve, and Shreve from his fullback spot to the 45-yard line.
Clay Shreve on the carry.
So a nice carry by Shreve.
You know, and going back to my old coaching days or whatever, when we had to play Lake, you know, you felt pretty good. You know, when I was at New Philadelphia, going in 7-0 or, you know, 14-7. But I'll get back to it right after this play for you.
All right, 2nd down and 3 after the gain of 7 from their own 45-yard line. Leonte with Myers in motion. He'll get the handoff. The jet sweep's got the first down and more at the 45, down to the 40. Can he stay in bounds? Goes out of bounds. A nice run. Steps out at around the 37-yard line.
And this right here is just a little bit, they're giving you a little bit of what they're going to give you a lot of in the second half. You know what I mean? They just pound you. And I said, you know, they pick up those 3 or 4 yards. But, boy, I'll tell you, when you get into the fourth quarter as a defensive line and those big boys up front are still pounding on you all night long, all of a sudden those tackles you were making at 2 and 3 yards end up being 10, 12-yard gains.
Leonte under center, the handoff to Baker. Baker straight ahead. This time he wraps it up with both hands. Ball protection mode as it's a nice gain to the 32-yard line. Gain of about 5. You know, Lakes has probably dominated as far as time of possession goes, but the Dover defense has done a great job holding Lake to just 3 points.
Yes, they have. And, you know, you can see Lake right now. They've said, okay, we've tried a few things here and there. Now we're going to run the football, and you saw where they started and where they're at right now. So,
well, the turnover battle's even at 1 apiece, as Leonte is going to take it straight ahead to the 30-yard line for a gain of 3. That'll be Lucas Shadrew from the linebacker spot, closing down on Leonte, and it's 3rd down and 3.
You know, you're coming up with 5 minutes to go in the half, and I think Lake would be, you know, very satisfied to take 3 or 4 minutes off of this clock and get in the end zone and not leave Dover with much time.
Well, you know, it's been interesting. The teams have played 6 times. They're split 3-3, and the home teams won every game.
Yeah.
That's
so
kind of a unique record. The pitch to Baker. Dives forward to the 25-yard line, and there are very few times that Lake has not gained 4 to 5 yards of carry.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the only thing really that has hurt Lake has been the 5-yard penalties and motion penalties, whatever you may have. And I believe, you know, I could be wrong here, but I think every penalty has been a motion penalty on either team. So they're playing very, you know, clean football right now.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Lake at the Dover 24-yard line. The delayed draw to Baker. Down to the 20, to the 18, down to the 17-yard line. Another gain of 7. And the Tornadoes just have really tried everything on defense, and they just appear to be a little confused by the play calling at Lake right now.
Well, I think, Lake's big enough up front. They're just getting a hat on every Dover player just to be able to enough.
Yeah, they're executing. That's the big key.
And they're able to pick up 5 and 6 yards right now, and you've seen that pretty much in this drive they've had.
2nd down and 3 from the 18 of the Tornadoes. In motion is Baker. Leonte is going to go the other way. Gets to the outside at the 15 to the 10. Knocked down. The penalty flag is down, and that might be good news for the Tornadoes.
That's going to be great news, I think. And as soon as I said that, here comes probably a holding penalty or a block below the waist on a Lake player.
Let's take another look, see what we can figure out here.
Right there.
See if we get
you got 77 right there with the hold. You could see him grab a hold of him right there. That was pretty much the culprit on that one. So that was Jacob Baxter, who probably didn't want his name on TV for that. So, but you're right. That's helping Dover big time right now.
So clock rolling down near the 4-minute mark. That'll make it 2nd down and about 8. As Lake has pretty much kept it on the ground this entire first half. The handoff to Myers, breaks it to the outside, got a nice block. He's to the 15, to the 13, and out of bounds on the far side.
I think he's very close to first down, too, isn't he?
I think he's got it.
Well, that was a big play that Lake just come back with. So now Dover's got to tighten up the belt a little bit and try to get out of here with just giving up 3.
So 1st down and 10 for the Lake Blue Streaks. 3:38 to go here, first half. Lake leading at 3-0 on the Kent State University Tuscarawas scoreboard. Scott Robinson and Chuck Rest with you. Jay Yonders on stats for us tonight. Baker, the tailback, the handoff to the right side, and this time the Tornadoes, looks like Jared Torch was in there along with others to make the stop.
Jared Torch on the tackle.
Nice job by the Tornadoes on defense right there, stringing it out and getting some help from their linebackers.
It's 2nd down and 11 after the loss of 1. Lake has really been a clock-eating machine here in this first half. Leonte is going to take it himself, and a nice tackle by the Tornadoes. There it's Lucas Chadru with the ankle tackle. And maybe a gain of 1 there. It'll be 3rd down and 10 as we get another look.
You can see right here, it was just a little fake again on a jet sweep. Chadru just stayed right there and made a great tackle because he had a lot of space to run if he would have missed him. So again, you're in Lake situation, 3rd and 10. That's what Dover wants to be in with them. So hold him right here, and again, field goal opportunity maybe.
Chadru stayed home, made the big tackle, and now tough spot for Lake, and the Blue Streaks are going to take a timeout here with 2:09 to go. And they want to talk over this one. Certainly probably in the range of another field goal attempt
I would
if they
think
don't
so.
make it.
Know, this is, and I think, Lake's coaching staff realize how big this 3rd down is for them. Dover knows how big it is for them because it's a win if Dover can hold them to a field goal. But if you turn around in your Lake and you can get 6 points on the board and win possibly 10-0 at halftime against Tornadoes, that's big.
So it is 3rd down and 10, and what do you call here, Chuck? I mean, do you try and play it for a field goal, or are you trying to make the 1st down?
Well, I don't know. Depending on what they come out in, on offense right here, I would really try to use the middle of the field if I could, because that gives you a situation too with your quarterback. If you roll him one way or the other, get him a little bit of rollout and he can throw it to the middle of the field. If not, now you've got everybody drop back that he's got a chance to run the football too. And like you said, like we said, whatever Dover can do, keep him out of the end zone on this play and just give up 6 or just give up 3 points. That's going to be a win.
The actual question becomes, what's happened to Joel Francis?
Well,
he is. He walked off in the first quarter, and we really haven't seen him since. Leonte rolling to his right, throws into the corner of the end zone. He's got a man there just off his fingertips.
You asked that question there. what happened to Francis. When we did see him go off, I watched him a little bit on the sideline, and he was limping a little bit. So I don't know if they're, if he got an ankle or if he got maybe a helmet in the thigh, whatever it may be. But something's enough to keep him out of the football game. Now, this is a big call here. I mean, are you going to take possibly 3 points, or you going to try to go for it here on 4th down?
Well, I think that's going to be, my guess is they want to take as much time as they can and then call a timeout and decide what they're going to do.
You had an incomplete pass.
Yeah,
so,
but they're letting the clock run down anyway.
Yeah, they're going to let it go down for some reason and then going to take this timeout. So, I mean, I'm very surprised if they don't kick a field goal, if they feel that their field goal kicker can kick it. So
it looks like that's what they're going to do here. It looks like they're going to bring out the team, and I think they just wanted to take a time to make sure they didn't have to rush to get kids out there and get them lined up. And
which good move. They had their timeout, so not a problem. They still got one left if something else would come up, but you're in a good, like I said, Dover would be in a great situation if they could block this or something, but if nothing else, they only give up 3 points.
Yeah, Cold Snow, not spectacular, but solid enough that he's probably within his range.
Right.
It looks like it probably would be around a 29 to a 30-yard field goal attempt.
And his first one was, what, 25? So, yeah. And it wasn't that he didn't hit it, good enough to get that extra 5 yards.
Either way, Dover still very much in this football game.
Oh, no question about it.
So the 29-yard field goal attempt. Kick is blocked by the Tornadoes. Clark tries to pick it up and can't run with it too far before he slips and falls.
Well, he had wide open grass there, too, if he would have been able to pick that one up. But that's a great job by the Tornadoes right there to block that field goal and keep Lake off the board.
Well, I'll tell you, they have had bad snaps on both of their field goal attempts.
Yes, they've both been low.
And so the Tornadoes
dodged a bullet on that one, didn't they?
They did, and they're going to get the football at the 29-yard line.
Going with the Tornadoes in the past, a minute 58 for them is a long time. You know what I mean? But right now, with not being in sync a whole lot, and you see Ubel's coming back into the ball game. So are they looking, because they are going to get the opening kickoff at halftime. So
they better get a playoff here. And bad snap. Tornadoes going to have to hustle to get to it. And they are going to cover it back at about the 6-yard line. And wow, Tornadoes are just not firing at all.
No, they aren't.
Offensively.
No, they aren't.
You've tried both your quarterbacks. Nobody's had any success. And yet you're still very, very much in this football game.
Exactly.
And that's the good news for the Tornadoes. They can't afford a bad snap here. This time, good snap. Ubel's going to take it himself. Out to about the 8-yard line, maybe a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd down. And I'm sure Lake is going to take a timeout.
Right. You would think so.
So they will stop the clock.
Because Dover's got a long way to go to get a first down. So,
yeah, that's.
Go ahead and use it right now, thinking of. I just can't see Dover putting it in the air right now. I think they'll go ahead and run as much time as they can off the clock and possibly punt it out of there, and hopefully defense can hold them.
Well, they're really in a bad spot. You've got Ubel, who can run the football and is a decent passer, but he's got an interception.
Right.
You have Smith, who could come in and throw the ball down the field, but then that's going to trigger an automatic response by Lake's defense to bring everybody they can bring.
Exactly, and you bring everybody and get him, back there a little bit. 10, 12-yard loss, that almost puts you in the end zone.
Yeah.
So I look for Dover right now just to try to work as much clock as they can, pick up as much as they can on the ground, and try to punt the ball out of there, and hopefully Lake's only got a play or two that they can run and Dover can hold them.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do here, as Nolan will be in the backfield along with Ubel.
You got to, you're sitting on 3rd down and 30 right now, so
Well, McGuire and Clark to the left side have been the favorite targets so far. Ubel's going to take it himself, but he falls down, and that's going to bring an immediate timeout.
Well, no, they're out of timeouts.
They're out of timeouts.
Yes.
Yeah, the scoreboard was wrong, so
yes,
they are out of timeouts.
That's what I was saying. They just got to be able to go. And I don't know. Now Dover, to me, is probably going to let the clock run down. They may even take a timeout just so they can get the punt team in, and you're going to be down.
They're going to run it off another 15 seconds.
You're going to be down to about 33, 34 seconds, and that ought to.
So it's a clock management thing here.
Both ways.
I had wondered about that. I thought that Lake was out of timeouts, and
they just used that timeout, their last timeout on that second down play.
So with 33 seconds to go, Dover is going to punt the football. And, in a lot of ways, you can almost bring everybody. What's the difference?
Well, definitely.
What's the difference if you do get a penalty? There's so little time.
And my next thing is, too, if Lake only puts one punt returner back there, I'm kicking the doggone thing away from him, you know what I mean, and hopefully get a good bounce, and that's going to take a few seconds off, too. So
the big thing you got to worry about here for the Tornadoes, they've had a couple of bad snaps.
Yeah.
And now.
You can't have one now.
Yeah, this is not a good place for that to happen. Both teams have played well. There's been nothing. Both teams have a turnover. It's been an entertaining game, even though the score doesn't necessarily reflect that. It's been a pretty good football game.
It's been a good high school football game here, but each team's made, like you said, had one turnover, and each team's had more penalties than they wanted. But it's been of the small variety.
So 4th down and 26. So the Tornadoes will have to punt it away. Good snap. And, boy, they were close to it, but he got it away. That's the big thing. And Lake is going to call for a fair catch. Myers will take it back around the 48-yard line.
Well, now what do you do if you're Lake? Yeah, I mean, you've got good field position here. Do you use use your 28 seconds and throw the ball down the field 3 times, or do you take that situation, too, that, hey, defense is playing well, let's just get out of here and
if the Tornadoes are going to give you some yardage, try the first couple plays. If it doesn't work, run the ball on 3rd down, and you're out of there.
Yep.
They come out with 4 wideouts, so that may signal they're at least going to try. Dover's going to bring a bunch across the middle. It's incomplete, intended for Myers. If you're going to throw the football, you can't throw it to the middle of the field.
No,
not in this juncture with 24 seconds.
But you can if you're going to get a first down on it. But you got to really hurry up and get up the line of scrimmage before they start the clock.
Jared Torch will come in for the Tornadoes in the defensive backfield, replacing Josh Arkinall. 2nd down and 10. Leonte rolling to his right. He's got some running room. Tornadoes are doing a nice job. Joe House again making the stop.
Well, we'll see if Lake now is in this hurry up or if they're just going to let it go.
I think they're going to let it go here at this point. And nobody's in any hurry. So here at halftime at Crater Stadium in Dover, the Lake Blue Streaks are going to take a 3-0 lead into the locker room. We'll come back with our Bell Stores halftime report and our Vasco Group halftime adjustment in just a moment. So stay with us right here on TV2 Sports.
WJER and TV2 would like to introduce you to a new website, WJERTV2.com, where you can watch exciting high school football, soccer, and volleyball replays from TV2 Sports on your home computer, smartphone, or tablet. Also watch the latest episodes of TV2's original programming, Sports Talk, The Garden Girl, The Not So Shy Chef, Off the Record, and Medical Minutes, as well as catch up on local community news and search for local businesses. So make sure to check out the new WJERTV2.com community website where everything's local.
What do you call 2 Big Mac sandwiches, 2 cheeseburgers, 4 world-famous fries, and a 10-piece tender juicy chicken McNuggets? We call it the Mickey D's Dinner Box. You can call it Family Dinner-tastic.
Nation, we know how you feel about your car. So when coverage really counts, count on Nationwide Insurance. Because what's precious to you is precious to us. Just another way we put members first. Because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
I don't know if I go back to back.
Ready to go here at halftime with our halftime report brought to you by Bell Stores with 4 convenient locations to better serve you in Dover, Bolivar, New Philadelphia, and Strasburg. Stop in at your local convenient Bell Store and make sure your family's running on full for the second half. And you know what, really, it's been a pretty good first half, even though it's 3-0 Lake over Dover.
It has. It's been very entertaining. I guess by look at both teams, Lake eliminate the penalties, run the football. Dover, you got to get some sort of offense going and eliminate the penalties. So,
yeah, that's the biggest thing they faced, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that in our halftime adjustments coming up. But let's take a look at our statistics here for the first half of action.
Well, you can see this is probably one of the worst team first halves that I can remember Dover having in possibly the DNF era, but they had negative 11 yards rushing, 1 of 7 for 3 yards passing for a total yardage of -8 with 1 turnover. But then you turned around and look at Lake, they had 122 yards, and like you said, Scott, early in the second quarter, it just seemed like Lake was dominating this thing. 2 of 7 passing for 27 yards, total of 149 yards, and when you look at that, you'd think Lake would be up by at least a couple scores. Their turnover hurt them, penalties hurt them.
All right, that is our halftime report brought to you by Bell Stores with 4 convenient locations to better serve you in Dover, Bolivar, New Philadelphia, and Strasburg. Our halftime adjustment brought to you by the Vasco Group, a full-service asphalt paving and maintenance company. They also specialize in the construction of artificial turf fields, running tracks, and tennis courts. You can find them at www.thevascogroup.com. Chuck, Dover always seems to respond with halftime adjustments.
Yes, they do. DNF makes great halftime adjustments. I think they just got to set right now on a quarterback, leave him in there a little bit, at least for the quarter, and just let somebody, get their offense moving. But again, they had too many little penalties, little mistakes, but they're right there. Scott, they're right there. Like I said, Lake, on the other hand, run the football, and I think you're just going to wear possibly Dover's defense down.
The halftime adjustment brought to you by the Vasco Group, a full-service asphalt paving and maintenance company. You can check them out at www.thevascogroup.com. Our kickoff brought to you by Domino's Pizza, located at 88 East Iron Avenue in Dover. Enjoy some pizza during the game and call 330-343-4434 for fast delivery or order online at www.pizza.domino's.com. Ready to go as the Tornadoes will receive the kickoff to start the second half. It'll be McGuire back at his own 7, 10, 15 to the 20. The Blue Streaks there and maybe stopped at the 19-yard line, and that's where the Dover Tornadoes will take over. As Braden Ubel will come out at quarterback here for the Tornadoes.
Well, just what you wanted with Coach If, start out here in the second half with your offense on the field. So let's see if they can get something going. You can see Ubel's going to be their quarterback, so they're going with the senior.
First down and 10 for the Tornadoes here. As Folkert and Hess wide to the left side. You've got Morris and Clark to the right side. Nolan lined up behind Ubel. As Morris in motion. The handoff straight ahead to Nolan, and a little different action for the Tornadoes, but same result as very short gain.
Nolan down on the field right now, too. Looks like his leg, he either got hurt. That wasn't Nolan. I'm sorry, who was that?
That is Zach Yockey, the center.
Zach Yockey, the center. I think he got rolled on his ankle arm, so he's up moving around, but gingerly.
So the Tornadoes, boy, that's a spot that you don't want to have to change out unless you have to. And he is going to come out for a play. as William Hinkle will come in. Yaki comes to the side, talking to the training staff.
Well, they moved. Who'd they move into center right there? And
they've got Hinkle in there.
Hinkle, I think, went to left guard.
Left guard, okay. In motion is Morris. Ubel rolling to the right, under pressure, heavy pressure. Going to be taken down back at the 12-yard line. And a loss of 8.
You know, that's the thing, Scott, that when you see and you're playing, what do you want to say, up a little bit, whatever it may be, and a team that plays in the Federal League, Lake, they've got athletes across the board. You know, they have to have, and probably 8 games this year, 7 games this year, Ubel's going to outrun that, you know, and just couldn't quite get the corner on that one.
The competition won't get any easier as the Tornadoes travel to Nordonia next week. And then they've got, you know, Southeast and Steubenville and Zanesville, and it's just it's a big, heavy schedule for the Tornadoes, as Nolan is going to be stopped by Clay Shreve at about the 15-yard line after a gain of 4. And quickly, the Tornadoes are going to have to punt the football away.
Well, that was one of those things that both coaches are saying, hey, we got to go out and make a statement here in this third quarter right off the bat. And it just looked like Lake had Dover's number on that one.
So Jacob Myers standing back around his own 44-yard line. And Daniel Van Gilder to punt for Dover. And a floater is going to hit about the 35-yard line, and at this point take a Dover roll, which is going to add about 10 yards from where it bounced. And Lake with field position inside the Dover 50-yard line.
Yep, good field position for Lake to start their first series in the third quarter. So again, see what the Tornadoes can do here defensively. You know, they've been bending a lot, but haven't broke yet.
Sean Baker checks in. He'll be at the tailback spot. And again, Joel Francis, who did a pretty good job there in that first quarter, just is
well, like I said,
on the side.
I think he's hurt, and I'm not sure that I didn't see the E squad come. So it might be something a little more serious than we think.
The pitch to Baker. Baker picks his way through some traffic, drags Tornadoes down to the 40, or rather the 36-yard line for a first down.
First and 10 late for the Tornado 36-yard line.
Well, Francis is over running sprints along the sideline right now as we get another look at the play there. 10-yard gain before Morris able to wrestle Baker down. So first down and 10 Lake at the Dover 36-yard line. Lake leading it 3-0. Myers in motion to the left side. Handoff straight ahead to Shreve. Shreve just bowls his way through the line of scrimmage. Penalty flag goes down, and that scrum could be a face mask.
That would be my guess. Yes, it would be. And there you go. Give that big fullback a little bit of the taste of running the football. You can see right there. Just let him run a dive play up in there. And as big as he is and the power that he's got in his legs, he's just able to bull his way ahead, like you said.
And let's.
There was no foul on the play. Number 8 was making the tackle when the helmet come off and did not participate anymore.
Okay, so no flag there.
Big help for the Tornadoes on that one.
It'll be second down and 3 for Lake, with 9:17 to go here in the third quarter. Next week, we've got Sandy Valley at Tusky Valley. Off the right side, Francis back in, gets the first down at the 24-yard line. So whatever his issue was, whether injury or coach.
Yeah, didn't take much, did it?
No, he is back in, and
we may see a taste of him too, huh?
I'm going to guess you're going to see a lot of him here probably in the next 24 yards. So first down and 10 for Lake at the Dover 24-yard line. Leonte taking it himself, and nice play by the Tornadoes as Lucas Chadru making the stop for a 1-yard loss.
Dover needs a couple more big plays like that one down here on this series. So, you know, I'm sure though you're going to see the workhorse take this one this time.
2nd down and 11. As the pitch to Francis, follows his blockers, cuts inside at the tackle spot, and down near the 21-yard line. Nice gain of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
You can see Francis limping. I think it's that left ankle's bothering him a little bit. You know, it just didn't seem like he ran that one right there as hard as he was running at the beginning of the football game. So he goes to the sidelines, and you know, again, what Dover wants Lake to be in: 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7.
Sistone split wide to the right side. Myers to the left. Shreve in the slot to the right. Myers in motion. And Leonte is going to take a big hit as the Tornadoes come up large on that 3rd down play. Huge hit there by the Tornadoes.
You can see here on this, I mean, it was just a stand-up.
Jason Conant just absolutely finished it off, as you're going to get a look here.
Monty just put him down, and that was a great job by Conant to just knock him right over. You got a 4th down play here. I mean, you certainly think it's a passing situation, so Tornadoes secondary, be on your toes and get the ball turned over.
3 wideouts in the game. Leonte looking across, has a receiver there. It's going to be short. Pass completed to Perrin, but a nice job by the Tornadoes, and they will hold and take over at their own 15-yard line.
Well, that was a nice pitch and catch by Lake, but you know, you got to look at the receiver and say, you know, this is 4th down. You got to get past the sticks before you come back, and I'll tell you, just help the Tornadoes out right there. So
the defense doing a great job, and again, holding Lake out of the end zone or out of field goal range when they had a short field. Big play by the defense.
Well, Dover's just got to come up with a big positive play here, you know, at some point in time, just to get their offense a little bit, give their offense a little bit of confidence.
Jared Torch to the right side of the line. In motion is Hess. Hess is going to have a carry. And Hess is going to be knocked down after a gain of 2. Hess ran that sweep a couple of times last week for big yardage, but that one did not turn out quite as well.
No, Dover's run that play 2 or 3 times tonight, and they're getting 2 and 3 yards on it.
2nd down and 8 for the Tornadoes. Ubel all alone in the backfield. Pressure is on with the blitz. Ubel turned the wrong way, and he gets cleaned up in a hurry by the Blue Streaks. That is David Solberger.
I don't know if Lake just has an automatic. You can see right here that they have an automatic on that if he's going to drop back, they're just going to bring a linebacker. And like you said, he turned right back into him instead of trying to make the corner and make a play. So Dover back in on their heels again.
Well, it's been a long time since you've seen the Tornadoes go backwards like this.
Yes, it has been.
And they have tried just about everything they can think of.
I don't know what other plays they got in the playbooks here to make this happen.
Ubel's going to run it himself, trying to make a play out to the 16-yard line, and a gain of 11. So that'll give him some room to punt the football.
Yeah, that was a good job right there by Ubel, just to get out there to give your punter a little bit of room to kick it. So, but again, look at Lake's defense. They're creating some havoc on the.
The Tornadoes haven't been able to make a play to make Lake stay at home defensively.
Right. And again, it might be athlete to athlete, whatever it may be, but Lake just seems to be in the right place at the right time.
Van Gilder to punt. Myers standing back right about the 50-yard line. Nice kick. And Myers will have to take the fair catch back at the 46-yard line, and really right now you got to give him a nod to the Dover special teams. I mean,
I'd give a big nod to the punter right now because he's kept them at bay. Has had good kicks all I think but one tonight, and again, Dover's going to hopefully dodge another bullet right here, but I just can't believe that Lake's just not going to pound right at him.
So first down and 10 for Lake. At their own 45-yard line, Myers in motion to the right side. I formation behind Leonte. And it's Baker straight ahead, and the full force of the line of Lake just dominating right now.
Yeah, this is where Lake, has a possibility just to step up and just pound it right with the lead blocker and hand to the tailback and just run straight up the middle, and they just get bitten on you like that. So got a couple guys down.
So Baker, the tailback, comes up limping. Francis comes back in. He's got a bad wheel.
You got one gone off limping. You got one coming in limping. So that, see what you got back there. Maybe the best thing to do is just hand it to the big fullback and let him go.
So on second down and 3, the ball at the Dover 46-yard line. Shreve the fullback, Francis the tailback. The handoff straight ahead to Shreve, and he'll be close to the first down. Maybe enough for it, the way it appears. So it looked like Austin Evans and Jason Conant on the tackle. 3:46 to go here in the third quarter. Plenty of time remaining, but boy, the clock's zipping right along
zipping
here.
right along, but I'm not so sure I would give Shreve the ball again and let him, let him pound right up.
He is definitely a battering ram.
Oh my!
First down and 10 for Lake. And this one to Francis, and you're right, Chuck. He just doesn't have that explosiveness that he had early on,
Yeah,
but he has positive yardage.
Yes, he does. You know that ankle's hurting him a little bit, but like you said, he's going straight downhill, so that's helping him out. And again, 3 and 4 yard carries.
And that's okay for Lake right now. As long as they continue to control the game, that's all they need.
That's their football game. I mean, that's them. I know, like you said, Coach would like to throw it a little bit more because he feels he's got some good athletes on the outside and probably a pretty good quarterback. But, you just got to do what you got to do to get a W. And right now it's just power football for the Blue Streaks.
Second and 7, the handoff to Francis. This time, Dover doing a nice job. Jason Conant is there along with Lucas Shadrew. As they get up from the bottom of the pile, very short gain there, maybe even no gain at all, just back to the line of scrimmage. Third down and 7. Dylan Perrin comes in with the play from the side.
Well, you look at two things here. Number one is it could be a passing down, but on the other hand, is Lake looking at it as 2 down territory right now, and we'll just run it twice.
Well, the defense is been a big ally for him, that's for sure, as we get a timeout called by Lake. They just weren't quite comfortable with the play. The clock was running down, and they take a timeout with 2:16 to go here in this third quarter of action. Don't forget our game tonight brought to you by Keister Implement, located at 2239 West State Street in Midvale. Keister Implement is your local John Deere dealer. Our game also brought to you in part by Billman's Appliance, formerly Fouts Appliance, located at 510 Tuscarawas Avenue Northwest in New Philadelphia, where only the name has changed. And also helping to sponsor tonight's contest is Dr. Richard Burns and Dr. Nathan Springer. Their dedicated team of highly qualified professionals is committed to determining which treatment solution is best suited for your specific orthodontic needs. You can give them a call at 330-343-9911. They're located at 107 Ray Avenue Northeast in New Philadelphia. So on the Kent State University Tuscarawas scoreboard, it's 3-0. Lake leading Dover. Lake had a chance at another field goal with about 2:04 left in the second quarter that was blocked, and we are still at 3-0.
Well, 2 big plays both ways here. You got about a 3rd and 7, so Dover dodge another bullet right here if they can. Lake try to look at picking up a big first down.
Leonte Looks to the outside. It's got a man there, and it's overthrown. That would have been plenty for the first down as Perrin was wide open. So now it's 4th down.
Well, looks like Lake's going to bring the punt team in.
Well, they've been pretty successful in keeping the Tornadoes at bay here, and if you make them drive 90 yards,
so be it.
So be it. You know,
Exactly.
they'll live with that.
Yep.
Tornadoes have to figure out something offensively. They have just really struggled.
Yes, they have. This has kind of been a
good snap. Baker's kick. Nice high spiral. It's going to bounce. And Tornadoes just need to get away from it as it's going to bounce down to about the 5-yard line. And boy, they're going to be up against it again with very limited options.
Just what Lake wanted right there. Great job and a great punt. You know, if you look at it, both punters have done a really good job for both teams tonight.
You know, I'm sure the fans are a little bit frustrated for the Tornadoes, but they've got to understand they're only 3 points down.
Right.
You don't have to, you know, you're just trying to keep Lake from scoring again, so you continue to have that opportunity to make a big play.
Yep. You know, you still got Ubo in the quarterback, so that's.
I think in this situation, when you're down at the 10-yard line, I think that's what you're going to see the senior leader come in, and you've got Peyton Coyne now in the backfield.
Just got to do what you can do. Field position has been terrible for Dover this half.
And it's going to get worse.
It's going to get worse.
Yep. That is going to make it a little tougher. Zach Yockey is back in at center for the Tornadoes, so that was not a significant injury, so that's a good thing for Dover. The handoff to Coyne. Coyne just about back to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Minute 46 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And even though there hasn't been much scoring, there's been a lot of back and forth. It's
been a great high school football game to watch.
It's a tough game on both sides.
Yeah, it's been a great.
This is the type of game you want to see. The screen tipped up in the air and incomplete.
Well, they kind of had it right there, too. If he could have got the ball over the outstretched arms of the Lake defense on that one there. A little bit, looked like they had a little bit of opening right here. You could see on the replay. They just, you know, Lake very well coached. Get your hands up in the air and, you know, bat the ball down. So that's putting Dover in another 3rd and long situation.
Nice defensive effort there by Justin Lane as it's 3rd down and 11. Boy, your options again. You just, what do you do here?
Well,
try to get enough room to punt the football away, which have been pretty successful, or do you try and make the 1st down and back up again? Now you probably try and get enough room
just to punt the
football.
But you know, every time you give Lake the ball on the other side of the 50, you know, you're asking your defense basically all night long to, you know, hold them out of the end zone, which they have done a great job on tonight. But you know, I'm just mesmerized here by Dover's offense, I guess, since I didn't get to see him last week. Just really surprised.
They played very well last week. You know, certainly the only variable is the difference in the athletes and the speed of the athletes. Ubel's going to take it himself. He's got a chance. He's going to end up just short out at the 21-yard line. But a nice play to pick up enough yardage to give him an opportunity to punt the football away. Let's take another look.
Well, you can see it was a quarterback draw all the way, and Dover's offensive line did a great job right there of giving him room to run. And boy, I'll tell you what, you know, he picked up about 4 or 5 yards after contact, and that helped him out.
So Van Gilder on to punt it away. A little bit of a breeze from left to right there. This time a little off the side of the foot, but the Tornadoes going to get a nice kick and out at the 44-yard line.
Well, we're back to Dover's defense again.
32 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And the Tornadoes defense asked to do more.
Yeah, if there's any way that Dover's defense could get a stop here on this first series, you know, they might be in a little bit better field position because they've been inside that 15-yard line, I think, all night tonight in the second half.
The handoff to Myers, turns on the Jets around the right side, knocks one of his own guys out of the way, has another first down inside Dover territory at the 43-yard line. So Joe House making another tackle, clock rolling. And looks like Lake will have to run another play.
They got about 87 seconds on the clock, so
they didn't start the clock at the right moment.
No, I don't think they did either. Yeah, they need to reset something.
They're just going to let the clock run out at the third quarter. And we will head to the fourth quarter with Lake leading Dover 3-0. Come back for great fourth quarter high school football action in a moment, right here on TV2 Sports.
As a parent, we always want what's best for our child. In the case of one child, it may be going off to college. In another case, staying home and going to college. And yet, in other cases, it could be going right into the workforce. But how will they have the skills to do that? Buckeye Career Center has been the answer for one of our daughters. She's learning to do things with her hands that are going to be very valuable for her in the workplace. And we're excited we have Buckeye to thank for that.
Adults who return to Buckeye Career Center to continue their education usually have one goal in mind. They want the opportunity for a better job. The fact is, adult education programs at Buckeye Career Center are less expensive and provide greater opportunities for job placement following graduation. It's your future. Get the facts. Buckeye Career Center. We put people to work. Find out more about your future at buckeyecareercenter.org.
Century National Bank is proud to bring you the quarter recap on TV2 Sports.
The students, staff, and families involved in these games know the importance of commitment and working together to achieve a goal.
Century National Bank enjoys supporting our hometown organizations because we share those same values.
Over many generations, our local bankers have earned a reputation for responsibility and trustworthy guidance.
We invite you to count on us. Visit us soon at our new location, 1255 Monroe Avenue, New Philadelphia, or give us a call at 330-681-7000.
We hope to see you soon and enjoy the game.
Students choose Kent State University at Tuscarawas because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's and associate degrees will prepare you for careers including nursing, computer animation, or veterinary technology. Kent State Tuscarawas offers a dynamic campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call or visit us online to register for classes and find out more about Kent State Tuscarawas.
And it's time now for the third quarter recap, brought to you by Century National Bank. Visit Marty Merryman or Sue Edwards at their new office on Monroe Avenue in New Philadelphia and talk with a lender you can count on to be reliable, caring, and committed to creating the right loan for you. Don't settle. Get the attention you deserve. Visit or call today at 330-681-7000. No score quarter, as it was a tug of war. Dover never had great field position, but their defense held Lake out of the end zone, and Lake did not get a field goal either. So a good quarter for both teams defensively, and we still stand at 3-0. That is our third quarter recap, brought to you by Century National Bank. Give them a call at 330-681-7000. Jalen Woods and Dre Hess making the tackle there on that first down play, which gained 4 for the Lake Blue Streaks.
Clay Shreve, the fullback there, again, was hit right at the line of scrimmage, but was able to come up with 4 yards.
In motion is Baker. Leonte takes it himself down to the 31-yard line. A gain of 8. It'll be another first down.
Well, there again, just fake that jet sweep, take your lead back and run up in there and have the quarterback follow him. So
boy, anything here that if they get Dover gives up a touchdown here, that the way the scoring has been here, that would be huge for Lake.
You're going to get in a situation too that if you're Dover, you just may have to start throwing the football and abandon everything else. Say, hey, we're just going to throw it and put your quarterback in now in the fourth quarter that throws the ball, and hopefully they can get some things going.
First down and 10 from the 31. Straight ahead is Baker. And Baker bulls his way down to the 25-yard line.
Well, this is true Lake football right now. They're just going to pound it right at you, pound it right up the middle. And like I said, 2 times in a row, Dover's hit them at the line of scrimmage, and they end up having, 3 and 4 yard gains out of it.
So it'll be second down and 10 for Lake. As an entertaining game, you sit here on the edge of your seat just waiting for the Dover offense
something to happen.
Yeah,
you're right.
And a lot of pressure being put on the defense, and another good play that time by the Tornadoes.
But you're right. You look at a ball game that's 3-0 right now, Scott, but it's been a very good high school football game.
Lucas Sherwood making the tackle there for the Tornadoes, and it is now 3rd down and 6. But there again, Lake 2-down territory.
Yeah, I mean, you would certainly think so. And even in a situation too, they got to feel very good about their defense, even if they don't pick up a first down right here in 2 downs.
A field goal. A field goal really doesn't do you much good.
It's not going to matter.
Leonte looks to take it himself over the left side, gets to the outside's got the corner. Turns inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line, and another first down. Nice 9-yard gain. And the Lake Blue Streaks on a roll.
Yeah, and that just goes to show just a little bit, and like I said before, they just keep at it and keep at it and keep at it, and all of a sudden, 2-yard gain, 3-yard gain, 8-yard gain, another first down for them. So, and you're right, it'll be big. If Lake steps up here and gets in the end zone, it's going to be huge.
The I formation, Baker, the deep back, the handoff straight ahead to Shreve, and he will be driven back, but still got a yard or 2, I believe. Looks like he might have gotten, we'll call it a yard. Second down and 9. So Lake out of the shotgun formation. Baker in motion. Leonte is going to take it the other way, spins inside the defensive end, and is down to the 15-yard line for a gain of 2 more.
Nice job, though, by the Dover defense, just, at the line of scrimmage, and then Evans comes in and cleans up for just a couple 3-yard gains. So big 3rd down play for the defense of Dover.
8:18 to go here in this 4th quarter. Lake leading at 3-0. Nice crowd on hand, and everybody just kind of sitting on pins and needles, waiting for something. If you're a Tornado fan, just waiting for something positive to happen. So 3rd down and 7 from the 15-yard line. Change in quarterbacks for Lake, though. The handoff to Myers. Myers cuts inside down to about the 11-yard line, as it was Zach, can't read my writing, Zach Straley that came in at the quarterback spot. He'd been sharing time with Leonte. Kind of an odd time to put in a different quarterback.
I think, though, if you look there, I think he might have lost his helmet or had a helmet problem, so that's why he was off. Big 4th down here for the Tornadoes. Get a stop. I know you're starting out down there the same way you've been the whole second half, but you know what? Huge.
Leonte rolling right. He's got a man wide open. He's just got to throw it to him, and Shreve's got it at the 3, the 2, and in for the touchdown.
Great play call right there by Lake. It just took the fullback and put him out into the flat. You see it here on the replay. He's just running up like he's going to block the defensive end, and steps out and goes out in the flat, wide open. Nice catch, and said he's hard to bring down. Look at him keep his feet. And 3 Tornadoes had a shot at him, and he just took him into the end zone.
Cold Snow on to try the extra point. Low snap again. This time the kick is up and blocked again. And boy, I'll tell you what, the kicking game needs some work for Lake, but they lead it 9-0.
Well, you know, if Dover could get any offense going here, that could be something that may end up coming back to haunt Lake. But like I said, as of right now, Lake's defense has just been pretty doggone solid all night long.
You know, it's been, you know, you don't see a situation where the Dover Tornadoes go into the fourth quarter and midway through the fourth quarter haven't put any points on the board.
I was going to ask you that at halftime. When's the last time Dover's been shut out at halftime?
It's probably been a long time for an entire game. It would probably take some research, but in recent memory, it's hard to think about that.
I can't think of any time that I have done a Dover game since I've been up here with you that they have not put any points on the board.
Looking through my Dover stats right now, but that's those aren't ones that immediately pop up.
I wouldn't think so. No siree.
Coming up following our game, we'll have our Bell Stores wrap-up report and also our drive of the game brought to you by Shook Auto. As Lake getting ready to kick it off again, Cold Snow will send it back to Clark and McGuire. Lake leading at 9-0, a huge score, and give you a little preview. The Shook Auto drive of the game might have just been the one we saw.
Yeah, so far it has been.
Cold Snow, the nice kick. Clark has to back up. And we've got, I think, an inadvertent whistle. I don't know what happened there.
I believe so. They may have to re-kick that one. They called him for, okay. There you go.
I'm not sure what the heck they blew the whistle for.
Well, I think what happened was the referee blew the whistle, and he didn't realize that he caught it on the 5-yard line and not on the goal line. And he was standing on the goal line, so I'm not quite sure what.
Well, Dover has a right to be a little upset about that because Clark had a pretty good open field ahead of him, and
he would have gotten, we know, at least out to the 20.
25 or 30 probably, and
so they're going to.
And now they're going to reset the clock, I'm guessing.
Please put 7:04 on the clock.
You don't see that happen very often.
No, you don't.
To their credit, you don't see that happen a lot.
But that can happen. I mean, those guys are human down there in the stripes like everybody else is. So, you lose your concentration for a second, and everybody thinks you're the worst guy in the world.
And really, they've not been a factor in the game.
No, not one bit. And this has been a very clean football game. I think we've had one hold.
This time, Lake goes to the other side. Picked up by Morris, picks his way through some traffic out across the 25-yard line. And we'll see what Dover decides to do. And they're going to bring out Cooper Smith here. I think that's probably the best option they've got right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to. We know right now, I mean, you can look at Dover and say whatever, but they tried to run the football most of the evening, have not been, they've had a little bit of success here and there, but nothing consistently. I think now you're going to have to go out and throw the football.
You look at the lineup Lake's got right now. Right. Let's see what happens when they get to the line of scrimmage here. See if they put 6 guys up front.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, that they're going to see somebody But they dropped back on that one, so there you go.
Positive play to Clark. Clark has a first down and more out to the 40-yard line.
There's your, there's your old Dover, I guess, if you want to say it. That's what you're used to seeing from them. And,
I'm a little surprised that Lake didn't react and just go ahead and bring some pressure.
I think you're going to see some pressure somehow, some way. Although when Dover spreads you out like that, you got to keep that other extra defensive back in there.
First down and 10 for the Tornadoes at their own 39-yard line. They'll rush 4. Smith across the middle to Morris. He will pick them apart, I promise you, if they do not get pressure on him.
I can definitely believe you on that. And like you said, the pressure is going to be a big key now for Lake, because you're not going to be able to sit back and just.
If they let him sit in the pocket and get comfortable, he will take them right down the field.
Well,
see, now they've changed. They're going to bring 6 this time. And an incomplete pass.
And that's what they're going to have to do right there. Even though they had that middle screen set up, he threw it a half a second before he wanted to.
Yeah, he is just a prototype pocket passer that they have got to make him move. And the Tornadoes line has got to give him enough time to get a pass off.
And the problem they're sending one extra guy. You can see right in there, so.
Second down and 10. Smith just overthrown. And it will be third down and 10. The spectacular plays have been few and far between for the Tornadoes. 6:25 to go here in this fourth quarter. Tornadoes have to go anytime they have the football. This is no doubt, no way, no stop.
I think this is definitely 4-down territory for them right excuse me, now too.
As we get to third down and 10. Smith dropping back, goes to the outside. Clark's got it, cuts back to the other side, and taken down at the 35-yard line.
That's okay, though, Scott. You know, you're in 4-down territory. It's going to be a manageable fourth down now with, about 5-6 yards to go. So that's going to be the key. Coach Tiff probably take a tip. Oh, I'm sorry.
As we take another look.
Just the same play they had for a big gain a minute ago. Nice job.
To me, quite honestly, I think this play is about the ball game.
Yes, there's no question about it. They pick up a first down here, and that's all they need. Is a.
If you give the ball back to Lake, they're going to run it right down your throat and take a lot of time off the clock.
And you only get 2 timeouts to do, to play with. And like you said, now with Lake, bring pressure, make him throw early. Could be a big benefit to you. You sit back, like you said, give him a little bit of time to throw. He might pick you apart. So I guess.
There's our fan cam too, brought to you by Woods Tall Timber for the interesting fan shots. We want to thank them. We saw them throughout tonight's game and the football season. If you're at the game, make sure to look for one of the Zipline t-shirts the home team cheerleaders will be tossing into the stands during the game.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right here. This play here could mean the ball game either way. So
4th down and 5 for the Tornadoes. Trips to the left. McGuire, Clark, and Torch to the left side. Smith across the middle. Tipped and nearly intercepted. Pass intended for Clark. So the excitement is short-lived for the Tornado offense as Lake will take over. It's time now for our drive of the game, brought to you by Shook Auto, located in beautiful Tuscarawas County. Shook Auto is one of the largest independent vehicle sales companies in the area. And if you're looking for a new ride or for a new drive, contact Shook Auto at 330-339-5711. The drive of the game, the last drive by the Lake Blue Streaks, completed with a 12-yard pass from Adam Leonte to Clay Shreve. The score made it 9-0 and gave Lake control of the game. The drive of the game brought to you by Shook Auto, located in Tuscarawas County, one of the largest independent vehicle sales companies in the area. Nice job by Baker. Sidestepped some of the traffic at the line of scrimmage, and another big gain for Lake.
Well, you know right now you might as well line them up there on the defensive line of scrimmage because, you know, Lake's going to use 6 minutes here if they can and just pound the ball right at you.
It'll be 2nd down and 2 after the gain of 8. Not much the Tornadoes can do at this point. They've got a couple of timeouts. They need 2 scores. Straight ahead is Baker for another 1st down. Lake is built to burn the clock, and that's not good news for the Tornadoes.
Nope. You can see the Tornadoes bringing the big boys in up front and taking the quickers out, so they know what Lake's going to do right here.
So it's 1st down and 10 for the Lake Blue Streaks at their own 48-yard line. They're going to take their full amount of time. As a short gain, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, as Leonte had a number of Tornadoes in front of him. And I mean, they ran it right down to about a half second on their last play clock.
I think that's what they're going to probably do every play here.
A gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. The trips to the left on 2nd down and 9. Leonte is going to take it himself. And down at the 46-yard line after a gain of 4. 3rd down and 5 as Austin Evans making the stop for the Tornadoes.
Well, Dover get a stop right here and make him punt the football. I know that, you know, they'll back him up again, but give him another opportunity with some time on the clock. I just, for some reason, don't see Lake putting the football in the air.
Yeah, I don't either, and I'll have to hustle here. And that time they got caught. Either that or they got a timeout.
Yep.
They got the timeout with 3:29 to go. Coming up following our game, we'll have our Bell Stores post-game report, and we'll also name our McDonald's MVP for the Dover Tornadoes. So you might look for a defensive MVP this time around tonight, as right now the Tornadoes with a goose egg on the scoreboard.
Yeah, offensively, I don't know, you know, I'm not taking anything away from those offensive players. They've worked their tails off tonight, but they just haven't been able to muster up any type of offense. So we may end up having to look at a defensive MVP or possibly even the punter.
So 3rd down and 5 for Lake. You know, you just don't know what goes on in the mind of the coaches. You know, if they wouldn't happen to make it here, you know, they've been pretty dominant all night. I think with a chance to run out the football game, I would think that they might think
I'll
about
tell you
it.
what, the way your defense is playing and everything, I say go ahead and punt them and pin them back deep again. And now the only bad thing about that is, you know, you get a punt and you get a run back.
Myers
don't have to worry about it.
Makes it a moot point with a 1st down carry. Good enough.
Myers has had run that ball, I think, 3 or 4 times on that same play, and he's gained very positive yardage each time he's had it.
You know, the Tornadoes are going to be lucky to dig themselves out of negative yardage on the night.
Yeah. We'll have to check that statistician we have out there and see if he can get him out of, get him up out of there a little bit.
Now with 3 minutes to go in the football game, 1st down and 10 for Lake. The handoff to Baker. Just keeps his feet moving. And you've got to take your hats off to the offensive line of Lake.
Oh.
They have just moved the Tornadoes off the ball.
Yep, no question about it. And like you said, they're nice size offensive line. They've got, you know, good athletes, I'm sure, up there. And, you know, they just do what they're coached to do and do it well.
Doesn't get any easier for the Tornadoes next week when they take on Nordonia at Nordonia.
Yeah, that'll be, you know, Coach If mentioned a long time ago about his schedule, his non-league schedule this year.
The pitch to Baker. Baker straight up the middle, tripped up at about the 15-yard line. And another first down.
You're just getting into the situation right now with the Tornadoes. They're just pretty much, and you could see it was just nothing but a lead play, leading the fullback up in there and letting the tailback just run right behind him. And Dover just got him spread out there enough that he was able to pick up a good chunk of yardage. But the thing about it is right now that, you know, you got to give Dover's defense a lot of credit, but right now I think they're just about spent.
Lake looking to go 2-0 on the year. The Tornadoes, if the score stands as it does right now, would fall to 1-1. The pitch to Baker, kicks it to the outside. Keeps his feet at the 10-yard line. Down to 1:35 to go. Dover's got a couple of timeouts left, but they're really not going to do you much good.
No. But what are you going to do here? You know, you call a timeout, that just gives Lake a little bit more time to catch their breath. And like you said, you're not seeing anything real difficult from Lake right now offensively.
Got probably a couple of plays left. And this one will be in the books.
You also look at it, you know, yeah, you get in the end zone if you can get in, but they're not going to do anything, you know, I don't think, have to get in the end zone.
Handoff straight ahead. Shreve is just going to take it in from 11 yards out. With 49 seconds to go here in the game.
Wasn't much there, just a little fullback trap going up in there, and Shreve just bowled his way in with about 4 or 5 Tornadoes hanging on to him. So that kind of just goes to show that the defense of the Tornadoes gave a valiant effort tonight, but they just got wore down.
Cold Snow on to try the extra point. Again, a bad snap, and that is going to be no good. And I'll tell you, that might be the Achilles heel for the Lake Blue
right
Streaks.
now down the road, look at Lake right now, and if they got to get that shored up, because they're probably going into the Federal League here pretty quick, and 1 or 2 points in that league makes a big difference.
So it's 15-0 Lake over Dover with 49 seconds to go. Thought they might just take the time and run the clock out as opposed to try and score, but
what do? I mean, you give it to your fullback, and he carried 4 guys with him into the end zone. You're not going to tell him to, you know, they have been. I mean, they've been running the clock down to about 2 seconds before they snap it. So, you know. But
so this will,
like I said, I guess the thing that
Tornadoes another chance anyway.
Yeah, the thing that stumps me more than anything is that this is the first time in a long time I have seen the Dover offense sputter like it has.
After they played so well last week, you know, that's you know, give Lake credit. They had some athletes that turned the tide, and they were prepared. And Dover, I guarantee, will snap it up, and they'll play next week.
They'll be fine. You know, Tornadoes will be fine. It's just they met a very, I would consider, physical football team, and a team that just fundamentally is very sound.
You know, when you look at a coach like Coach Ift, whose career mark is, I believe, 179 of 52 here at Dover, that's you don't lose many times. You don't lose many times at home.
Right.
So Dre Hess with the return for the Tornadoes, and 44 seconds to go. So we'll see what the Tornadoes opt to do. It looks like Smith will come back out at quarterback.
Well, this is a chance for him right now. Just, you know, throw the ball around a little bit. Just give him a little bit more confidence and see, you know, see some openings, see whatever he has to throw in windows of opportunity.
We'll see how Lake decides to play defensively. first down and 10 for the Tornadoes. 44 seconds to go. And Clark has it. And a short gain out to the 25-yard line. Actually, it wasn't Clark. It was Draquan Tucker. So Dan If doing the smart thing, I think, here, just running the clock out.
In fact, if he didn't want to, I don't think he'd have to run another play.
This time it's going to be the snap. And that probably is going to do it. Charlie Hammond there to take a snap, and that will move the chains and momentarily delay the rolling of the clock. And we are going to run the final 5 seconds off, and that will be it. 15-0, Lake a winner over Dover. We'll come back with our Bell Stores post-game report and name our McDonald's MVP coming up shortly right here on TV2 Sports.
Omni Orthopedics comprehensive programs provide early diagnosis and successful treatment for every musculoskeletal problem. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. From evaluation to rehabilitation, your treatment plan is designed around your needs. Omni Orthopedics specializes in sports medicine, the spine, physical medicine and rehabilitation, foot and ankle, and hand surgery. If pain makes activities like climbing stairs, standing or walking a challenge, turn to the home team at Omni Orthopedics. Their mission is to provide you with the highest quality and most advanced orthopedic services so you can get back in the game. Located in the Oxford Medical Arts Building, Omni offers a full-service facility including digital x-ray and physical therapy. So there's no need to travel when quality care is so close to home. Omni Orthopedics, setting the standard in orthopedic care.
WJER and TV2 would like to introduce you to a new website, WJERTV2.com, where you can watch exciting high school football, soccer, and volleyball replays from TV2 Sports on your home computer, smartphone, or tablet. Also watch the latest episodes of TV2's original programming, Sports Talk, The Garden Girl, The Not So Shy Chef, Off the Record, and Medical Minutes, as well as catch up on local community news and search for local businesses. So make sure to check out the new WJERTV2.com community website where everything's local.
Hi, I'm TV2 Sports Talk's Bill Morgan. Some people are outstanding at playing sports, and then there's me. While we at TV2 Sports Talk may have never been All-State on the field, we are Tuscarawas County's MVP when it comes to local television sports talk and play-by-play. Catch TV2 Sports Talk Wednesday nights at 7 and Friday afternoons at 5 on DMG Channel 2.
Lake Blue Streak shut out the Dover Tornadoes 15-0 at Crater Stadium Friday night. This is our post-game wrap-up show brought to you by the Bell Stores with 4 convenient locations to better serve you in Dover, Bolivar, New Philadelphia, and Strasburg. Stop in at your local convenient Bell Store and make sure your family is running on full. So, Chuck, you know, the game itself, Dover just never got on track offensively. I mean, there's just no other way to put it.
They were in the hole from the get-go, you know, and I'm not sure other than maybe 1 or 2 times they even crossed the 50-yard line tonight, and that was just a credit to Lake's offense moving the football and then Lake's defense holding them.
defensively, they played well until the end of the game, and it just they've been on the field just too much.
Right, they got worn out, and I think that was definitely the last touchdown. I think 9-0 was probably more of a true score for them. But like I said, Dover's defense I thought was very solid tonight. They're going to have to go to the drawing board tomorrow morning early for some offense.
Let's take a look at the statistics for our game. Thanks to Jay Yonders.
Well, you can see right now. I mean, you put these stats up on the TV camera, and it just, you're thinking this is a first quarter or something for Dover. They had 19 yards rushing, 4 of 14 for passing for a total of 42 yards. And 61 yards in total offense. I don't know when the last time that could have been. Had one turnover. Played well. A few mistakes here and there with penalties that put themselves in a hole, but for the most part, they didn't make a lot of killer mistakes. But Lake, on the other hand, 268 yards rushing. That's their bread and butter. Passing 412 for 40 yards, 308 yards total offense. Again, their one turnover was in the first half too. So look at it, Scott. I mean, it was all Lake offensively, but that's Lake football.
Absolutely, and that is our game wrap-up, brought to you by the Bell Stores, with 4 convenient locations to better serve you in Dover, Bolivar, New Philadelphia, and Strasburg. Tonight's MVP brought to you by McDonald's, with 6 locations to serve you in Dover, Uricksville, Newcomerstown, Cadiz, and 2 locations in New Philadelphia. And our McDonald's player of the game is Daniel Van Gilder of the Dover Tornadoes, doing a nice job punting and kicking off for the Tornadoes. Just really was a key to the special teams play of Dover, and they factored into this game very highly tonight. So Daniel Van Gilder, our McDonald's player of the game. The McDonald's locations, better to serve you in Dover, Uricksville, Newcomerstown, Cadiz, and 2 of them in New Philadelphia. That's going to do it from Crater Stadium in Dover. Lake defeats Dover 15-0. For Chuck Rest and the rest of our TV2 sports team, I'm Scott Robinson saying so long, everybody.
Hi, this is Denise at the Glass Lumber Company. Are you ready to tackle those spring projects? Call Glass Lumber and get an estimate on new vinyl siding, a new deck, patio, or an addition. Do you need millwork